Hey, welcome to my channel, Man in the Arena. Finally decided to start this channel because I really want to help men and coach men to do better. Right now, I just see a lot of bad information online about what people should do to better their lives, their situation, and also a lot of pressure on men. Like, hey, you got to be, make this much money or have this type of body or have this kind of car in order to be successful or to be perceived as successful. Um, I don't think that's the case. And also the ways to make the money or move up is also not realistic, I think, for a lot of people. And like people get a lot of bad information. So I kind of wanted to start this channel to sort of coach and help give men different ideas. So my background is I'm a military vet, served 2.5 years in Iraq, dealt with sort of mental health issues for a long time. When I got out of the military, my first job was like $7 an hour minimum wage job after being a squad leader in the Army. And that took a lot. I think I'm proud of myself for doing that, for sort of taking that, going from one high to the opposite, and sucking up. I didn't do it long. I went on to work at a law firm after that and then got my degree and I moved to California and I've been pretty successful out here. I'm over the six-figure magical mark. Um, and I do well for myself. I own property here and everything, so I'm doing good. But it was a struggle and a lot of things I had to learn to get to this point. And then also I've dealt with like PTSD from combat and mental health. And I know as a man, it's very difficult to admit that you have a problem or admit that you're not okay. And it took me a long time to do that. It's not a weakness. It doesn't mean you're not strong. It just means that you need help or someone to talk to. And 80% of suicides are from men, so it's a big issue for men. And I think part of the problem is that men don't talk about it, or men are sort of taught to say we're okay even if we're not okay. And I hope with this channel I could like sort of relay some of my issues and how I sort of overcame them, and even what I'm still dealing with as far as mental health. Because I'm better than I was, but I'm not perfect. I still have mental health issues. I still have issues emotionally, so I'm still dealing with those things. So I think that this, if I could give my story and tell people what I'm dealing with, I think that could be helpful for others. And I want to do that. Also, like, how did I get over the six-figure mark? Like, what did I do? I'm not a genius. I work hard, but a lot of people work hard and don't get over the hump. So, what are ideas or thoughts that could help you get over that hump, um, and make more money? And besides just work 3 jobs or 2 jobs. That's not smart. Work smarter, not harder. So figure out. I hope that with this channel to be able to sort of identify ways that you can use to sort of better yourself. And then as far as fitness goes, again, like work out for yourself, for your mental health, for your physical health. Don't work out so you can get a girl. Yeah, those benefits come with that, but I think that's a lot of things guys are told. It's like, oh well, get a six pack and get it shaped so you get a girl. Yeah, you can do those things, but the bigger benefit is you want to be healthy for yourself. You want to exercise to make yourself feel better and build up more confidence. Because as you have more confidence, then you'll take that into everything. Relationships, jobs, everything you do in life is bounced off confidence. And the reason why I think working out, if you were to go on a hike or a run or do something physical that you didn't think you could do, you start your day off with that little bit of adrenaline rush that, hey, I did accomplish something today. And that's a good, effective way to sort of start, I think, going down that path of fitness if you're not really into that yet. But I think that the goal is sort of to be realistic about what's out there and what are the options. Can everybody that watches this channel or that any channel make 100,000 a year? No, it's not realistic. One, Americans are underpaid. I'm an American. This is primarily, I'm assuming who's going to watch this, but Americans are relatively underpaid, so it's difficult. There's only so many 100K a year jobs out there, and there's older people or there's women that also have those jobs, so you have to compete with them as well. And we're moving into sort of the AI robotics phase of our job um, job base, and there's going to be problems with that as well, as far as taking jobs. So I want to use this platform to sort of help men figure all those things out. Like how can we make more money? How can we better our mental health? How can we better ourselves? I know some guys, it's never been really a problem for me since I've been an adult, but like making friends. How do I make friends? What are effective ways that I make friends? And then the importance of that. To me, the importance of having a lot of friends is that it's for networking, right? Like your friends might know people that get you a job, or a number of reasons, but also it's important to have friends, but be smart about who you pick as your friends. All right, the people around you, if they're all doing drugs and playing video games, nothing against video games. I have video games. I'm not, and if you like to smoke marijuana, that's on you. It just you are a reflection of who you associate with. So yeah, I'm also not going to give you the Andrew Tate line of just hang out with killers and business guys. When I mean killers, like just hustlers, and business guys just 24/7 working. Like I don't think that's that great either. But you want to find that sort of that median area to sort of dwell in, and pick your friends' brains and just talk about things. Like you should be able to talk about with your friends like issues you're having, like with mental health, especially, and then to be open about that. Don't I know guys like to dog on each other. Just don't do that. Like just try to help each other, because right now I think it's harder than ever for men to just function in society, because so many men have no idea what their purpose is. In the past, if you were a farmer, you knew your purpose was to be a farmer. If it was a soldier, you knew your purpose was to be a soldier. In the past, men had more of they knew what their purpose was. Today, people are just like floating aimlessly, and everybody tells them, "Oh, you just need to make more money, or you need to get in better shape." But I don't know what that answer is, and that's just not a acceptable answer for everybody. You can't tell everybody, "Oh, just go make over 100,000." Well, there's not those jobs. And then if you can't, what are you supposed to do if you can't make over 100,000? Well, you just give up on life and just quit. I mean, and that's what some guys are doing, because I think that they're told that they have to do those things in order to get where they want to get. So I want this page to be positive. I want this to be helpful. So if you have comments or questions, feel free to like reach out to me. But I'm gonna sort of focus every video on a certain area, and then sort of how I was effective at that, and then we'll go from there. But that's just like a brief overview of who I am. And I am working on my PhD while also working full time. And I'm sort of active in my community as well. And I think that's something I think is important for men, is to be more active in your community in any way you can. Whether it's, volunteer firefighter on a neighborhood board, is get involved in your community, because that's what had made men, feel good in the past. I think that's community service and helping your community. I think is very important for men to be involved in, even if it's your church, any type of thing. But I'm a big proponent of that, and that's how things I like to do, and it gives me a lot of joy, and it gives me a lot of purpose in life, and I think that's the goal. That's the goal of this channel, and that's what I hope to bring. And Man in the Arena, it's one of my favorite. It's a verse from a longer speech that Teddy Roosevelt gave, I think in 1918, after he was president. I'm not sure if it was that late, but anyways, it was in Paris. He gave this speech. A brief part of it was just that, like, everybody wants to talk. Basically, the gist of it is everybody wants to talk crap about you, but you're the one that's actually out there trying to do it. And don't feel bad about yourself if you're struggling or you're trying, because you're out there trying to do it. All right, that's the key. So when people talk crap about you or laugh at you or whatever it is, just blow them off, because you're the man that's actually in the arena. And I'm not going to go read the whole thing, but I recommend you do. It's a great speech that has when I'm feeling down and I feel like I'm not making progress, I look back at that, like the man that's actually in the arena, the man that's trying to do better. And that's all I think that men should be trying to do, is just, as long as you're trying, you should always be trying to get better. Like no matter what it is, make more money, get in better shape, do better with women in relationships, with your family, with your community. Just always try to do better. I think that's the key. So I look forward to doing this and trying to help you guys as much as possible, and in the way help myself as well. Because I hope to continue to make progress. So this is sort of a way to check in and just talk about things. All right, have a good night, and I'll talk again soon. Thank you.